What's going on, everyone? It is Super Cafe back again, and today we have a brand new video for you. We have some more SNNC, that is your Super Nintendo News Cafe, where I update you on everything that is going on or in the Nintendo world. All the big stuff that you need to know about or you would like to know about, potentially, I'm covering here. And you know what? Enough of me talking. Let's dive on into today's topics. Coming to Nintendo Switch Online, we have a couple of new games and music. See, now it's kind of funny because now whenever I'm talking about Nintendo Switch Online updates, that literally includes Nintendo music as well, which is kind of funny. So most people, when they think of, oh, Nintendo Switch Online update, they automatically think about the games on the Switch, but now it's like, wait, we have to think about Nintendo music too. It's a part of the ecosystem of, you know, the Nintendo Switch Online family. So, you know, always gotta think about that. But now, coming to Nintendo Switch Online, we have Donkey Kong Land 2 for the Game Boy. This is the game that I think a lot of people really like the Donkey Kong games. Nintendo's been pushing out, you know, more of the Donkey Kong stuff, especially since now that theme park is coming out very soon. And I guess Donkey Kong Land 2 was just the game that was gonna be coming to the list. You know what? I'm not really surprised that, you know, they added another Donkey Kong game. Donkey Kong fans have been, you know, I think they've been looking for a little bit more content. Donkey Kong used to be like a really big property on Nintendo systems, but that's not really the case that much anymore, I don't think. Nintendo doesn't really push out Donkey Kong games like they used to. And Sega Genesis updates for Nintendo Switch Online are also happening. Toe Jam and Earl and Panic on Funkotron is coming to Nintendo Switch Online. We have Vector Man as well. And we also have Volt of the Battlefield Mercs. Now, I can't really tell you anything about these games because I'm not really a Sega guy. I'm the Nintendo guy, so I can't really cover anything about this that I know, if it's like a good game, a bad game, or anything like that. But if you're a Sega fan, you're getting some updates as well. And for the last thing for Nintendo Switch Online, update-wise, is actually for Nintendo Music. Brain Age, Train Your Brain in Minutes a Day has been added to Nintendo Switch Online. This is a DS game that is finally getting added to Nintendo Music, which I'm kind of surprised that they're adding more, you know, DS music. I feel like when Nintendo Music first came out, they weren't gonna really care that much about DS games, but hey, we got some Brain Age music. I've listened to a little bit of Brain Age music outside of the Nintendo Switch music app before in the past, and the music's pretty cool. It's really chill. But that's all that we really have for, you know, the Nintendo Switch Online updates. So let's move on over to our next topic. If you are a Mother fan and you want to pick up some new merch, just kind of like how we just had those Splatoon Converse come out only in Japan, we're also having Mother shoes that are also coming out in Japan. It seems that Nintendo's doing a lot more collaborations with Converse, which is a American company, but Japan is getting all the shoes, which I'm kind of mad about, because it's like, why are you skimping out on us? All right, we will pay a lot of money for these. Well, we love Mother over here in the United States too, Nintendo. All right, you can send some of these over. Don't give everything to Japan. All right, I know you guys are all well knit together and everything, but like, come on, please give us some too. Give us some too. But anyways, Mother getting some new updates. If you're in Japan, then all of this stuff will be available to you. If you're not in Japan and you're in the US, or maybe you're in the EU, or I don't know, maybe you're somewhere else, then this sadly won't be that accessible to us that easily. But if you have a couple of bucks and you're willing to spend some money, there are some cool Mother Converse for you to pick up at your local, I don't know, online web browser. Let's move on into the next thing. So very recently, Sony, or PlayStation, whatever you want to call it, has actually released this image on here, and it says, PS2 is one of the best-selling video game consoles of all time, with over 160 million copies sold worldwide ever since 2000. And a lot of people have been a little bit speculative of why they apparently tweeted this out or shared this image online, because it looks like almost every, or as of recently, it seems that Sony has been updating the PlayStation 2's sales numbers a little bit more, like chunks here and there. And this seems to be like the huge update. I'm pretty sure the last update that they had, the PS2 was at 158 million copies or something like that, or 157 million copies, but they now rounded it up to 160 million. And I feel like the only reason why they did this is because the Nintendo Switch is so successful, and it's almost right there from becoming the best selling system or gaming system of all time. So I feel like Sony is scared. They're on their toes. Nobody really cares about Microsoft right now. They're kind of doing their own thing. I heard there are some rumors about, you know, PlayStation and Microsoft trying to make their own handheld systems like Nintendo. And all I'm saying is that it's a little bit suspicious that all these companies are doing things that are like very similar to Nintendo, or updating, you know, their gaming stuff as well, because, you know, Nintendo's climbing, and also recently, and I'm pretty sure the sales going on right now, Nintendo Switches are very cheap. You can get a new Switch with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and a year of online for $220, and the Switch retails at $300, which is absolutely insane. You're paying $20 more than a Nintendo Switch Lite, and you're getting absolute value out of these things. And like Nintendo said before, they are not scared that, you know, the Switch or the successor is going to hurt each other's numbers at all in any way, shape, or form. So I don't know what kind of move this was on Sony's side, maybe to start the pot a little bit with conversations and stuff like that, but I feel like all this does is making people want to buy more Nintendo Switches. I know that the PS2 came out in like 2000 and stopped selling stuff in 2013, so that's a long time to be selling a system, but I don't know how to feel about this. I feel like it's just really weird to update the numbers now compared to any other time that they could have done it before. And everybody's just like, huh, it's kind of funny that they're updating stuff now. Yeah, we're just going to see how this all plays out. People are saying maybe they're doing like people who are reselling their systems or something like that, which wouldn't really count. I don't think that should count. It's like really stupid, but we're just going to have to see what Sony's planning. I mean, this is really, really interesting, but you know, 160 million copies sold. Nintendo's almost right there. Let's please pull this home. Let's please pull it home. I need the Switch to be the best-selling gaming system of all time. I just need it to be. I just need it to be. Now, I don't know if I have any international viewers that are from China specifically, but there's actually an update for China on the Nintendo Switch, and it says here, Nintendo Switch eShop and online services are ending in 2026. Hopefully, this doesn't mean that the normal Nintendo Switch servers are going to be closing down at this, you know, at a similar time. I hope not. I mean, I know that the Switch successor, you know, software is going to be backwards compatible and everything like that, but let's read more into this. It says here, on March 31st, 2026, the Chinese Nintendo eShop will stop selling games and any software after this date. All software, including paid and free titles, will no longer be available to purchase or claim. On May 15th, 2026, players will no longer be able to download titles or redeem codes. DLC will also become unavailable at this time. In China, the Nintendo Switch is sold in collaboration with Tencent, the Chinese tech giant that owns dozens of developers and other tech firms. With the Nintendo Switch, when it first launched in China in 2020, it released just one first-party game, being Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, in the year since its release. Older Nintendo Switch titles have been localized for the Chinese market from November 27th, 2024 until March 31st, 2026. Players who own a Nintendo Switch that has an active WeChat account associated with it will receive up to 4 Nintendo Switch games for free. And the free games that these people can choose are going to be New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario Party, Mario Tennis Aces, Yoshi's Crafted World, Flexible Brain School, Dr. Kawashima's Brain Exercises, Kirby Star Allies, New Pokemon Snap, Pokemon Pikachu, and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. Players can only redeem the free games once per WeChat account is tied to a user. If a user has multiple Nintendo Switch consoles, they will need multiple active WeChat accounts in order to receive the game. So it seems that the Nintendo Switch in China is a little bit different from what we actually have here. Limited games, limited features, limited accessibility compared to everywhere else. And it seems that it's only lasted a limited amount of time. Nintendo's always been selling systems to China in general, but they're always modified versions in general, like the IQ player for the Nintendo 64, and they've had a bunch of IQ versions that have released in China in general. So this is something that's a little bit sad, I guess, for people who are in China who play Nintendo games, but they already have such a limited selection of games in general. I don't know if they have the exact selection that we have here over in the States or anywhere else in the world, but it's just something interesting to, I guess, to talk about in general. I mean, it kind of sucks for the Nintendo fans over there. They don't really get to experience online anymore in 2026, but maybe with the successor, they're planning something there. They're like, hey, we're going to ditch this one, and then we'll start with the new one over again. So maybe, I don't even know. I don't want to say that the normal Nintendo Switch is going to shut down in 2026, but the one in China is. I don't think it's going to shut down for the normal Nintendo Switch either, but dang, I'm sorry for everybody who plays the Nintendo Switch in China, but it is shutting down in 2026. So you got a little bit of time before everything goes away. Buy the games while you still can if you buy them digitally, and if you buy them physically, then I guess you're good forever then. That's literally the power of physical media. It's like, you know, it literally lasts you forever, and it will always be timeless. So yeah, I think that's everything that we actually have for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like. If you didn't, don't leave a like. Let me know what you guys thought about today's video. Were there any topics that you were interested in, or anything that you maybe wanted to see covered that I potentially missed? Let me know down in the comments. This has been your boy, Super Cafe, and I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace.